The time finally came when we would face the tallest tower in America, but this time I would be with them. This time things will be different. On that day we went into the diner, and since I was there I was charming and handsome to the waitress, so she liked me, and when I asked her questions she didn't say anything mean or act like a jerk. Instead she happily answers all our questions. Apparently the woman just wants a boyfriend or something, and Shiloh was always the one that wants to do all these crazy stunts, and then she nearly got us killed by a big truck on our way to the tower. But then I told her we are going to have to stop doing these dangerous activities because we are not immortal or invincible, I said to Shiloh with conviction. And we are already rich thanks to all our sponsorships on social media. We now have everything we ever needed. So I said to Shiloh, after this we need to be done with these dangerous activities because it's suicidal and it's asking for trouble. And then I realized I remembered one other thing, the people that stole Shiloh's car. So right before we all climbed up the tower I sent a text to Becky's dad telling him to call 911, and I even sent him our location and address and everything else he needs to find. In other words, I sent an emergency text to everyone I knew to come save us when the time is right. I even sent a message all across social media saying we might be in danger, so please call 911. And then we proceeded to climb the tallest tower in America. And like I saw after my death the last time, Shiloh did a lot of dumbass things, and I said, stop Shiloh, you're going to get us killed on this old flimsy ladder. This is old. And on my way up the ladder I made sure to reinforce the ladder with my bare hands so we could get back down the way we came, and I even knocked off the old satellite dish blocking our way so the cops would definitely come find us now. And just as I predicted, those assholes that stole their car before showed up and they tried to steal our car, so I brought something with me, this time a gun with a scope, and before they could steal our car I shot one of them in the leg with my Smith & Wesson 500 caliber hand cannon. And I said to the girls, sometimes it's good to have a gun because you never know when you might need one. Girls, and they agreed with me and they both said thank God you had a gun. And then when the other guy tried to run I shot him in the leg too, and now they can't hardly move, but when they did try to move I clipped them both in the arm. And since I have 2 witnesses that saw these 2 men trying to steal our car I have nothing to worry about, so I kept my gun. And then when we finally reached the top, Shiloh recorded everything, and then after she did all that I made sure I mentioned we could either jump down using our parachutes or climb down, and then Shiloh said I'm first this time, and then she jumped high off the platform and she recorded herself while using her parachute to glide down to the ground. And then me and Becky decided to climb back down, and that's when things started to get very complicated with Becky because she started to get very scared and then she almost fell. And then that's when I decided to punch little finger like holes in the tower so that I could grab Becky Connor really fast and save her from falling. I shouted no and I her arm really fast without squeezing her wrist too hard, and I saved her from falling that day. And then I said, whatever from now on Becky, don't look down. I reinforced the ladder on the way up here, Becky, so don't think you're in danger because I can promise you you are not in danger. Trust the ladder and trust me baby, and climb down, and don't worry about how high up from the ground that we are now, just climb down and don't think about it, Becky.